Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? This is your sister, Denise Jenkins. To some of you, I am a shero. To some of you, I am a queen. To some of you, I'm very much well disliked for being who I am, a real person with real feelings and real topics. Okay? Now, um, boy, let me get this right. There you go. Right there. There you go. Okay, 'cause me and this one always have issues. Well, today I have titled this podcast, Your Circumstances is Not Your Identity. That is not who you are. Your circumstance, your background, that's not who you are. Most people are misunderstood because of a circumstance that went on in their past life. Like when you view slavery, our people had a very difficult circumstance that they were going through. It did not identify who they were at that time. They were slaves, but they were people, real people who were treated badly. Now, in today's world, in 2024, we are not slaves anymore. And I have talked about that so much. And I hope and pray to God that it has gotten to some people, and whatever I had to talk about on that particular day, that it resonated with you guys. Now, there's a lot of us who are talked about because of something that we used to do, you know? And how I want to put this in your mind is I want you to know that your circumstances is not your identity of who you are today. Now, people have had different backgrounds growing up. Some of us started off with beautiful beginnings and ended up with bad ones, of your bad ending. And that's only because people live in their past. And it's not all their fault now. Some people can escape their past because of other people who know something about it. I am one, but I'm a soldier. I'm a survivor. So, being that I know this and I have this knowledge, I am not a broken person. And today in my life, I am a recovering addict. And I'm surrounded by people who know that. And because they know that, then everywhere I go, they want to bring that back. But see, the thing about who you were in that circumstance and who you are now is a big difference. And people that have a seeing eye and a third eye and a good heart understands that. You are not who you used to be. Some people don't want you to be the new you because you defeat them. You beat them every day when you wake up and you don't use. When you wake up and you go to work. When there was a time when you just drank alcohol all day long and you didn't go to work. There was a time when you drugged all day long and you didn't go to work. There was a time when you used to be a gangster or and that's all you knew about. But when you got older and you realized how beautiful life is without all of that commotion and criminology, you became a different person. Maybe it could have been someone that you met all those years in lockup. Something happened along the way that made you a beautiful person, a person that not only other people like, but a person that you like. You see, when you love and like yourself, you are not going to put yourself in harm's way. You're not going to even affiliate with people who put themselves in harm's way. Change is so beautiful. It has an atmosphere of brightness. So, whatever is happening in your life right now that doesn't have you on point, you're not on cue, you know, that circumstance is going to end. And you're going to discover that wonderful, beautiful person that you are. Others will discover that beautiful person that you are. Now, I can't think of one person in this world who does not have a hater. Even religious people have had haters. So we're not exempt from hate. And we are not exempt from love either. Please remember that. The change in my life came when I got pregnant with my son at the age of 39. Now, let me tell you guys. Now, oh my goodness. Wait, we over here? Okay. Uh, Before I had my son, I was dealing with a circumstance that I wanted to end. And if I could not end that circumstance, I wanted to end. I wanted to end me. So I asked my creator to please, please give me a reason to love life again. Please bring me out of the darkness that I am in. And please give me something. And I got pregnant with my son. And that I have other children. I have 3 other adult children. But this guy, this guy really made a difference in my life. And I thank my creator for that. Now, living in a life of cleanliness, a life of being demon substance free and free to move around and smell the beautiful breeze around me of my responsibilities. I love that. And I love people who have responsibilities. I love people with responsibilities because they have time for nothing else but what they are responsible for. And that's it. They got to pay the rent. They got to take care of those kids. They got to work that job or that career or run that business. So that they don't have time on their hands just to do stupid things or just anything out of character. Now, and people like that, I find who have a lot of time on their hands to mess around with time will draw you into a negative space in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, and you will find yourself doing and saying things that you have never said before in your life. And then it will transform you out of the beautiful person that your creator has formed you to be into this ugly, disrespectful person. And that's all they will talk about to everyone that they meet. But this is something I learned when I was a child. I did this person was not really my friend, but I called this person a friend. But when I was with her one day and she was with friends that she had before me, They were picking at a person. When we walked up, the person was acting normal and doing normal things like normal people. So she says to me, "Watch this." So she started to throw at her and throw and say things to her and just keep throwing little pebbles at her and kept saying mean stuff. And this child, because we were children, she did everything in her power to ignore what this other person was doing to her. And in her cheerleaders that was there cheering her on to just keep bothering this young lady. So she got tired, and her calm, cool, collective way just changed. She wanted to fight, and she was crying, and she kept saying, "I do not bother you. I don't even wanna be around you." She just kept saying that, and she was crying. She was getting off of the school bus in Caton Homes, and she was ready to fight because they were bothering this girl. I tell you, they bothered this young lady that whole school year, almost at the end until she just got tired. And she had done took off her jacket. She was ready to fight each and every one of them. And I say them because I was not a part of that. They just wanted to show me her bad side so I can place judgment along with them against this young lady. Now I know we are all grown adults now, and I if she ever watches this podcast or someone that know about that day in Caton Homes when she got off of that bus because she was crying, and I know if she had got a hold to either one of them, it was going to be something bad. And when I believe it was her mother or grandmother, they was holding on to her, and she just kept crying, Mama, I don't bother these people. I don't bother these people, Mama. They always bothering me. They always messing with me." And she was right. But there was no one around to speak up on her behalf. No one around. No one it was people around that could have did it. But people, as I find, people like to see drama, and they'll bring drama anywhere, you know? And the identity of this young lady was quiet, educated, she was smart. She didn't wear the best clothes, but she was smart. Her grades were passing. I hope right now today that somewhere in this lifetime that she's doing great. Because people love to pick and bring out the bad side of you. And that is not our identity. That is not who we are. We are parents. We're people who have a past. And I think that if you're not newborn, you have a past. You've done something in your past, but that does not identify you of who you are. I like to talk to children about bullying and children who are bullied. You are beautiful people and you are smart and you are courageous because you get up every day and you go to that school. You go to that job because that's who you are. You're someone who wants to learn. You're someone who wants to work. You're not a gossiper. You're not a person who literally just pick at people to bring out their bad side so people can point and then they get this approval. Nobody is perfect. No one is. But you will get put in a dark light but don't follow that light. Stay in the good areas. Do that because that determines who you really are. Now, I'm not going to say you're not going to get pushed and you won't get angry because you will. I'm a woman, and sometimes I get angry at other people for picking at me and trying to bring up my past everywhere that I go. But a friend of mine told me once, he said to me, "You know what? Me and you are in this room together, and all of those people are in here with us right now because you're thinking about it and you're letting it carry you to a place where you don't want to be. And I don't want you at that place. I want you here with me." And that was beautiful. I felt it, I took it in, and that was the end of that. But I know that even though right now I'm doing my best and I'm doing my goodest, or I'm trying to be this amazing person, um, I haven't forgotten about people who are like me, who are growing up the way I grew up, who are going through their teenage years the way I did, and then your adolescence, and then you're going to be an adult one day. But I want you to know this: always stand for something, something positive. Always do. Because a person who don't stand for anything at all that's good, they'll fall for anything at all that's bad. And sometimes that's their lifestyle, and that's their identity, their true identity of who they really are. Okay? And we have to walk away from those type of people because they'll carry us to a place that we do not want to be. You do not want to go there. I want you guys to enjoy being children, enjoy being good people. Everyone, enjoy being good people. Okay? Because nobody is perfect. We can be good at what we do for sure, but being perfect will never be perfect. When I send out my podcast to my little sisters out there, I always tell them that I'm not going to get my teeth fixed until I reach every young woman across this world and to warn you about a demon substance that will mess up your enamel in your teeth. It can mess up your organs on the inside of your body, and it could hurt you bad in the end. And even though you get clean and sober, there are people who will always remember that person that you used to be. And that's the person that they're going to try to judge you by and brainwash other people about you that that's who you are right now. Okay? But who you are right now, that beautiful little girl that you are, that beautiful teenage woman, that young woman right now about to graduate out of high school, who all of you, those girls that have graduated and you're gone out to college, and you've never been around a demon substance, and you're not in the tender, loving arms of your parents up there in college. And when you're in school, you're not under your mother and father's watchful eye. You have school moms and school dads that watch out for you. But then when you leave that campus and when you go into that area, I want you to stay smart and never forget who you really are. Don't you do it. It is important because a circumstance does not determine who you are. Your identity, very important. That you know the difference between the two, very important. I love being this person because this person is calm, cool, collected. This person is a homebody. I stay home. This person is much older, even though I will be 51 next month on the 10th of September. And I love every day that my creator has given me. Every situation, every circumstance, everything that I have been through are tools that he has given to me to give to you, young people around the world. That's what I have to offer. I have to offer you my knowledge and my experience is what I have to offer. And even though I did do a demon substance, I still was once a baby girl. I was once 6 years old, 12, 17. I was once 21. And through all of my life, I have had experiences. So when I came to the conclusion that this was my calling, I was not going to let no one get in my way. And believe, I have had a lot of trouble upon my arrival, but through my experience, I have learned survival. I have learned that. And I want you girls and you little boys out there to know somebody love you, baby. Someone loves you and someone cares about you. And I want you to make good decisions. Please do. I'm not saying you're going to make good decisions all the time, but when you make bad ones, do me this favor. Learn. Learn from those bad decisions. Learn from those mistakes because mistakes is a word and it was made because that's what's going to happen in life. People will make mistakes. But your circumstances is not your identity. You are beautiful. You came into this world screaming and hollering, crying out. You came into this world with a voice. Don't let no one take that from you. If you're being bullied in school, tell officials, tell parents. Start something wonderful in the world, in your community. Contribute to your community in a positive way. Change things. Be the first trendsetter. Change things for the better. Because just because you're a kid now, just because you're a little young adult, you're young teenagers, there are people coming behind you. Okay? There are generations coming behind you. And you're going to be the best that you could be in this world. I have confidence in you. You're my next presidents, my next secretary of states, my next doctors and lawyers and beautiful detectives. You're those ones. And when you do choose a career that is needed. If you own a business, get into something that is needed by the world. You'll never lose your career and you'll never run out of your business because it's a hot commodity and people need it. I love all of you kids. I love all of you young adults and all of you adults. You guys have a virgin spirit, is what I call it, because you have not been touched by the streets. So your spirit is a virgin spirit. Don't let nothing bad get into it. If you love being under your mama, do that. Daddy's girl, mama's boy, whatever, do it. Be that. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with staying inside the house and reading books. Oh my god, and if you love the internet and everything, they have talking books for you guys, you know that? And all of these beautiful toys and gadgets that the world is coming out with from these geniuses that have been brought into our world is so much technology, and it's going over and over and over. It's being rebuilt. Every day technology grows, just like our minds. Now, I love you all. Have a beautiful weekend. I will enjoy mine the best I can. And please don't ever give up on yourself, whether you're a little kid or a big kid. Never give up on yourselves. Always believe in you. Nothing beats a try but a fail. So try to be the best that you can. Try it. It works, especially when you believe in yourself. And whatever someone says about you, whatever someone try to put into your head, that's not who you are. They may know where you've been at before in your past. And this is for my adults here. Someone may have known where you were, but they do not know where you're going. No one knows what our creator has created us to be. No one ever knows. Never know it. When I first saw Danny Glover's interview on television, he got his shot. He said he was like 48 years old. People just walk into their glory. People walk into their wealth, their riches, their talent just stands out. It's like we all have a different design on our life, and sometimes we have to go through things to get to that design. Okay? We have to go through things. No pain, no gain. We do have to go through something to get something. It's always that way. It's always been that way. So, to all of my little babies out there and all of my young adults and my adults, be good today. It's beautiful, rainy day outside. But like I told you, I'm a homebody. I don't go out unless I'm going out for something. I move with purpose, and that's it. So go ahead on, like my podcast, subscribe to my podcast, and give me your comments because I love your comments. I haven't been on in a while because everyone knows when you're working for the creator, the enemy is going to come along and try to distract you, make you step out of your character, of who you are, and be like them, who they are. Don't do that. Do not do that. And I would like to tell everyone I am up to 1,212 impressions, views. And everyone that view me, I love you all. I love you all, and I thank you all, and I thank for my subscribers. I thank you all, and yes, I do want to do seminars. I do want to come out to schools and talk about this um, demon substances that children may go down that road and it gets bumpy, and sometimes we self destruct, and some don't come back from that self destruction, and some of us do. And I want you to know all administrators from elementary to middle to high to college campus administrators. My name is Denise Jenkins, Denise Latrill Jenkins, Latrill. And I am ready for you. I'm ready for your students because with you college administrators, you guys, your job, the teachers and the professors is to watch over those people and steer them in the right way. And everyone needs help along the way doing something. Everyone does. And I'm your help, and I'm here. You can call me, you can subscribe to me, you can give me comments, watch my videos, whatever you may need for me to do. I am here. I am your woman. I am the one for the job. Okay? So you all take care. Everyone around the world, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. This is the weekend. Okay? And I will be back with you again soon. So I'm signing out. This has been Denise Jenkins with PLM, People Like Me, once again, and I will be back.